So we are still waiting for a few field hockey players to come, but I have a few things to say, and then we'll move on. Good evening. I'm truly honored to stand before you today as we gather to recognize and celebrate the outstanding achievements of these exceptional individuals who are about to be inducted into the National Honor Society. This is a momentous occasion, and I want to extend a warm welcome to all of you. The National Honor Society is not just an ordinary organization. It stands as a symbol of academic excellence, leadership, service, and character. Each of the students being inducted today has exemplified these qualities, and is with great pride that we welcome them into our esteemed society. Today's ceremony is not just about the accolades and the certificates. It's also about the commitment to make a positive impact on our school and the community. These students have proven their dedication to these values, and they are ready to take on the responsibilities that come with this honor. As they join the ranks of the National Honor Society, they pledge to continue upholding the high standards of that this society represents. They pledge to be role models and to serve others with humility, kindness, and compassion. They pledge to continue their pursuit of knowledge and to inspire those around them. In this ever-changing world, it is heartening to see young leaders emerge with a clear sense of purpose and an unwavering commitment to make a difference. We have no doubt that these inductees will continue to shine and make their world wonderful. To the inductees, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. Your journey has begun, and the road ahead is filled with opportunities to make a lasting impact. Embrace this honor with humility and let it serve as a reminder of your responsibility to make a positive difference. To the families and friends who have supported these students on their journey, we thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement. Your role in their success is immeasurable. Once again, I welcome you to this special occasion. Let us celebrate these remarkable young individuals as they step into the next chapter of their lives as members of the National Honor Society. Thank you, and at this time, I would like to introduce Kara Miller to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance if you are able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. National Honor Society President Emily Seiler will now begin our induction ceremony. Welcome everyone to Mascoma's National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. This night showcases our school's finest students who represent the best in their commitment to scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Before we begin the induction of the new members, let me introduce tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Nick Arnold. Mr. Arnold graduated from Mascoma High School in 2018. In addition to being a stellar student at Mascoma, he was an active member of the National Honor Society, the French Club, and the Robotics Club. Nick was also a member of our Life Smarts team that traveled to the National Championship, the student representative to the school board, and he was the founder of the Interact Club. After graduating from Mascoma, Nick went to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science in 2021. While at RPI, he served his community as an EMT on the RPI ambulance crew. Currently, he is a software engineer for Logic Broker, a company that specializes in e-commerce supply management, and he continues his involvement with the first robotics team he was once a part of in high school, serving as a programming coach here in Upper Valley. Please welcome Nick to the podium.
Alrighty, hopefully I can get through this. Members of the National Honor Society and esteemed guests, today I find myself in a unique position of sharing my thoughts with you. I must confess it's my first attempt at delivering a speech, so brace yourselves. There might be more than a few fumbles along the way. Hopefully the speech will be memorable, albeit for all the wrong reasons. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter. I stand before you today to reflect on the profound impact that the pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character have had in my life. Despite only being 23, I assure you that my journey through these pillars, particularly during my college years at RPI, have been a roller coaster of learning, growth, and a few humorous mishaps. The funny thing about offering timeless advice is that I've yet to experience most of my life. It's like trying to give directions to a place you've never been. But here's the kicker. The journey is always more fun than the destination. I may not have all the answers, and I certainly don't possess the wisdom of a seasoned sage, but I hope to make up for what I lack in years with enthusiasm and a healthy dose of humor. So let's embark on this journey together as I reflect on how these pillars have influenced my life thus far, and maybe we'll find a nugget of wisdom or two along the way. Let's delve into the discussion on the first pillar, scholarship. Scholarship represents the unyielding pursuit of knowledge, and it's been the driving force propelling both my academic and professional journey. My membership in the National Honor Society has been an influential motivator, inspiring me to extend my horizons, delve deeper into my studies, and excel in the ever-evolving realm of STEM. I've come to understand that scholarship transcends the confines of obtaining good grades. It entails immersing oneself in the subject matter and mastering one's chosen field. This unwavering dedication to scholarship not only paved the path for me to secure a rewarding job in the tech industry, but also ignited my desire to expand my knowledge further through innovative ventures, such as my involvement in my own business venture, DivX, which, I must admit, was met with challenges and setbacks, ultimately not reaching the level of success I aspired to achieve. However, it's important to know that my first venture did not achieve the desired success. I remained resolute in my commitment to continuous growth and learning. And one day, I hope to find more tremendous success. Every experience, whether a triumph or a setback, is an opportunity to acquire more valuable knowledge and insights. Therefore, I'm steadfast in my determination to keep learning, innovating, and striving until success is realized. Regardless of the outcome, each endeavor contributes to my personal and professional development, preparing me for challenges and leadership opportunities. And on that, leadership, the second pillar, has played a pivotal role in my development. Being a part of the NHS encouraged me to embrace leadership, not as a title, but as an opportunity to inspire and empower others. Whether guiding my fellow EMTs during medical emergencies or coordinating radio operations for campus events, I learned that leadership fosters collaboration and enables others to thrive. I hope our new and current members of NHS pull out their inner leader to serve as a guide to future generations. Now, turning to the pillar of service. I must reminisce about my time as an EMT and radio coordinator at OPI. This period was transformative, as it was a unique blend of service, leadership, and character development. As an EMT, I had the privilege of providing emergency medical care to my fellow students and community members in their times of need. It was a humbling experience to be there for people during their most vulnerable moments. I would tell you all the funny and harrowing stories, but I wouldn't want to violate HIPAA laws. It was mostly just a bunch of drunk college students anyway. NHS taught me that service extends beyond ourselves and our immediate circles. It's about selflessly dedicating our time and skills to make a positive impact on the lives of others. My role as a radio coordinator allowed me to serve the RPI community by facilitating effective communication during campus events and emergencies. This experience has reinforced the importance of teamwork and effective leadership in the times of crisis, which only added to my character, the fourth pillar. Character has been my moral compass guiding my actions throughout college and beyond. The NHS instilled in me the importance of honesty, responsibility, and empathy. These qualities have been instrumental in building meaningful relationships, fostering teamwork, and ensuring that my actions align with my principles. In conclusion, National Honor Society's pillars of scholarship, leadership, service, and character have made a lasting impression on my life. Much like the ink that refuses to come out of your hands after a particularly enthusiastic arts and crafts session. They have been the guiding stars of my journey, shaping me into the person I am today, and pushing me to reach for excellence, lead with purpose, serve with compassion, and maintain the highest moral standards. NHS has provided me with incredible opportunities and valuable life lessons, and I eagerly anticipate carrying these values with me as I continue my quest to make a difference in the lives of others. I hope I was able to get across how important this opportunity can be, and thank you for allowing me to speak today, and congratulations to the new members.
Thank you, Mr. Arnold. The National Honor Society greatly appreciates your willingness to share your experience and advice. We truly appreciate your involvement in tonight's ceremony and for being a proud member of the Mascoma NHS alumni. We are so glad you could join us tonight as we celebrate our new members. We will now proceed with the National Honor Society traditional candle lighting. I will begin by lighting the candle that symbolizes the National Honor Society torch, the eternal light of knowledge. The membership of the Mascoma chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. We will now review these qualities for the candidates. Each member has chosen a quote and will read an excerpt from the National Honor Society handbook that exemplifies one of the 4 key qualities of all National Honor Society members. Kylie Rogers will begin by lighting the candle for scholarship.
Nineteenth century American poet, diplomat, and Harvard professor James Russell Lowell once wrote, True scholarship consists in knowing not what things exist, but what they mean. It is not memory, but judgment. Scholarship is a commitment and willingness to learn. A student chooses to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success. Through diligence and effort, ultimate knowledge can be achieved. We should continue to learn even when the formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the drive to continually expand their world and achieve their greatest dreams through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. Lydia Josephson will now light the candle representing service.
British actress and humanitarian Audrey Hepburn made the following observation. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others. My office is service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities in the creation for a better tomorrow. Sophia Taylor will now light a candle that symbolizes the leadership found in all members of the National Honor Society.
Our 33rd U.S. President, Harry S. Truman, once said, "In periods where there is no leadership, society stands still. Progress occurs when courageous, skillful leaders seize the opportunity to change things for the better." Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members. Haley Miller will now conclude by lighting the candle for character.
Legendary UCLA men's basketball coach John Wooden wisely stated, "Worry about your character, not your reputation. Your character is who you are, and your reputation is who people think you are." Character is the force within each individual that distinguishes that person from others, because each of us are individuality. Without character, no person can have self-respect nor hope to attain respect of others. It is this force of character that guides us through life, responding with heroism, understanding, sympathy, or tolerance to demands upon us. Character is achieved, not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We really must be what we wish others to perceive us as, by demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship. We wish to prove by example on a daily basis that we value character. Emily will now return to the podium to invite our new members to the stage.
Faculty members from the Mascoma High School will now introduce our new members. Also, one of our current members of the Honor Society has volunteered to serve as a big sister to each of our new members. The current members will stand next to our new inductees to symbolize their support and encouragement. I would like to invite Ms. Tessier to present the first new member of the National Honor Society.
Good evening. I must admit, when the list came out for the National Honor Society students for this year, I jumped at the chance to be the faculty member to introduce Brianna Houston. Polite, motivated, and dedicated are just few of the words that come to mind when it comes to Brianna. I feel quite lucky that I have been part of Brianna's education, but only for 1 year, and that was last year. I was disappointed, I have to say, that I didn't get to teach you this year. It was during this class last year that I witnessed her as a model student for all 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. Having high expectations, she is always challenging herself with rigorous courses, including AP and honors, and going beyond what is expected. She continually demonstrates her willingness to help others in and outside of the classroom. I have witnessed her more times than not, helping fellow classmates and teachers without hesitation. One aspect of her character that always stood out to me was her willingness to ask questions and ask for help whenever needed, which I feel speaks to her dedication for her learning and her exploring. Outside the classroom, once I read into Brianna's profile, Brianna demonstrates the 4 pillars as well. She's involved in many different things inside the school and outside of the school, including drama, interact, but also other things. And a quote from one of her group's leaders outside of the school stated the following: Brianna consistently exceeds expectations and requirements and is a quiet leader. What is great about hearing this is I've witnessed this several times in school, and I know other teachers have as well, but she's also demonstrating this and carrying this through outside of the classroom. I am excited for Brianna's future, and I truly believe she will carry with her the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society. She has so much to offer the world around her. I am extremely proud of and honored to be able to introduce to you Brianna Houston as a new inductee of the Mascoma chapter of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, you earned it.
Kobe Van Beeks will introduce our next new member.
I'm quite pleased to come up today. Haven't been in the classroom for a few years, but Andrew Prince, I had him in 3rd grade for a STEM program twice a week. And I have to admit, when I saw him look at me and he knew that I was going to introduce him, he said, "What the heck?" But I have been also watching him play baseball, because I love to play baseball, play soccer, and I talk a lot to his mom. And one time in shop, I don't know, do you remember this? I had to speak sharply to him because he was a little differently focused for a moment. Not that I was the shop teacher, but I was kind of keeping an eye on Andrew. Do you remember that? Yeah. But I really have been looking around at all the students, and Andrew kind of appears more often, and he doesn't know that I'm watching him. I don't really know that I'm watching him, but he works so darn hard, and he's also a very determined character. And one of the things that he and I share also is we were both really interested in scouting. And scouting, as everyone knows, is kind of one of those character builders. And I think you do a lot of your service through scouting also. So it's kind of interesting to read his little blurb. And I found one other thing that he loves to do. He loves to ski, and he loves adventure. And we could go on and on about all the scholarship and the leadership and the different things like that. But why not talk about skiing and adventure? Mountain biking too, I think. As I did mention, he was quite involved in athletics. He went from student council into the student athletic leadership team. I think that's what SALT stands for, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm here tonight just to kind of touch base with everybody and mostly just to let Andrew know that someone is out there watching him. Andrew Prince.
At this time, Miss Davis will present our third new member.
For those of us who are nervous tonight, Colby just proved that it's okay to make everybody laugh. Good evening. Congratulations to the current members and the new inductees of the National Honor Society. It is my pleasure to introduce this outstanding young woman. She is an athlete, a scholar, and a member of the 4-H Club. She loves animals and the outdoors. She is successful in her academics. She is mature for her age, always willing to volunteer at the food pantry, and she impresses members of the Mount Cardigan Snowmobile Club when she volunteers to clean the trails or participate in their events. She is an honest and trustworthy student. I am so proud of her here at school and when she shows cows at the Hillcrest Farms. Congratulations, Taylor.
Please welcome Senorita Coolidge as she invites another new member to the stage.
It is my pleasure tonight to introduce a student who during their time in my class made themselves known as dependable and a true leader. Braylon Stone is a remarkable student and certainly someone who is deserving of being accepted into the Mascoma chapter of the National Honor Society. As both her former Spanish teacher and her current interactive advisor, I have witnessed Braylon's exemplary character time and time again. Whether it is in the classroom, on the field, or track, or outside of school, Braylon is always willing to donate her time to those in need. She is someone you can count on even when there is a snowstorm, no power at home, and decorations that need to be completed to finish her advisory's Christmas store decorating. I am honored to have the privilege of introducing her tonight and welcoming her to the National Honor Society.
Mr. Daly will introduce our fifth new member of the National Honor Society.
I have the privilege of introducing a student of remarkable character. The National Honor Society recognizes students who personify scholarship, leadership, community service, and character, and I can say with no reservation that Brody Gillette fits this mold. Through his freshman year to now, this student has pushed himself academically, completing multiple honors level courses with outstanding marks and building skills to be a lifelong learner. He studies responsibly, budgeting his time between all of his extracurricular activities and taking ownership for his educational experience. This student is also a natural leader, thrown into leadership Thrown into a leadership role as a captain of the football team as a sophomore, he has grown into the role. His calm demeanor in stressful situations, is a beacon to others throughout his extracurricular activities. As student council president for the junior class, he leads them with his cool, stoic approach in all events. There's a popular challenge issued by a fitness professional named Mr. Goggins. He challenged the world with who's going to carry the boats. And I can proudly say, Brody Goulet will carry those boats. Welcome and congratulations, Brody Goulet.
Ms. Champagne, would you please have another new inductee join you on the stage?
Let me take out my note cards. By the way, Olivia guessed it was me, so it wasn't much of a surprise. She said, "Who else would you have introduced?" So, all right, I have the pleasure of introducing Olivia Adams to the National Honor Society. I have known Olivia for a very long time, from 8th grade math, Algebra 2, pre-calculus, and because she could not get enough of me or my class, she is now a teacher's assistant in my Math Academy classroom. Although I love having Olivia as a student, my favorite role of hers is of my TA. Olivia is a fantastic role model to my freshman students, always jumping in to help catch up students who are absent and helping all students when they have questions. Approaching a senior was intimidating for a lot of these freshmen at first, but Olivia's warm and welcoming personality towards all students has made them comfortable to go to for any questions. Quite a few students now prefer Olivia over myself or the other teacher in my classroom. This is a testament to Olivia's character, and I'm glad to be able to introduce her for the National Honor Society.
Ms. Barnum, please escort our next new member to the stage.
Ask me to scream for sports, and I'm there all the way, and I'll be the loudest one every time. But speak in front of all you guys, forget it. Whew. I'm introducing Emily Brewster. Emily takes pride in helping others, as well as taking pride in her sports, the clubs, and academics that she is a part of, showing great leadership skills in all of these and more. Emily was accepted into many events, such as the Congress of Future Medical Leaders at schools like UNH, UCLA, and Stanford, having to turn those down to attend the Advanced Summer Studies program. Mistakes don't hold her back. Instead, she uses them as a lesson, learning and facing the challenges they bring. Not wanting to disappoint those that love and know Emily, she strives off success, receiving high honors since middle school, as well as awards for her GPA. Congratulations, Emily.
Ms. Steer will now introduce our 8th new NHS member.
Hello. It is my pleasure to introduce this deserving student into the Mascoma chapter of the National Honor Society. When I first met Anna Sullivan, she was a bright-eyed, soon-to-be freshman. School was starting in a few weeks, and she was excitedly awaiting for the volleyball tryouts to begin. Anna was new to our district, but quickly established herself as a key member of our team and also community. On and off the court, she has exemplified what it means to be a student leader. Anna has been a student representative for the Student Council, the captain on sports teams, and an important member of the SALT team. Anna is academically motivated and strives to take on challenges in the classroom. In the last 3 years, I have seen Anna strive to be the best athlete and teammate she can be. Over the years, she has honed in on her skills while still being humble and driven to learn and improve. Anna is the type of student I can always rely on for anything. I have often found myself seeking her out to help me with class of 2025 tasks or to be my guinea pig for guidance lessons, and she is always willing to help. I am greatly excited to see what Anna has in store for the future, and I am proud to be the one introducing her tonight.
Please welcome Mr. May as he invites our next inductee to the stage.
Jenny Lutz was one of my very first students when I started teaching here 2 years ago. 2 years? 2 years, 3? I think it's 2. I really think it's 2. 2 years ago. I knew her as a quiet, timid freshman who one day stayed after school for the sole purpose of begging me to change her assigned seat so she wouldn't have to sit in the front row. Since then, I've had the privilege of seeing her grow into an exceptional individual, and certainly one who represents everything that our school ought to value in its students. She's overcome tremendous obstacles over her high school career and has proven herself to be a resilient leader across several communities here at Mascoma. Jenny has demonstrated a dedicated and disciplined character in every endeavor she sets her mind to, whether that be in the classroom, the soccer field, the track, or the stage. She's always the first to lend a helping hand, and she can often be found helping my current freshmen with their schoolwork in the morning before the bell rings. I feel very privileged to welcome her to the Mascoma chapter of the National Honor Society. Jenny Lutz is an exemplary role model for her classmates, a fierce ally to her friends, and a quintessential member of the Mascoma community. Congrats, Jenny.
Ms. Steger will now present our next new NHS member.
It's my honor to introduce to you Isabella Adams, who I know as Izzy. I've known Izzy since the fall of 2019, when she was in 2 of my math classes and working hard to get through a heavy workload. But looking back on the last 3 years of her accomplishments, I saw an impressive list that shows consistent effort and diverse activities. Sports include soccer, field hockey, basketball, and spring track. She was on the 10th grade class treasurer and the 11th grade prom committee, and really a lot of community service. She took academic summer courses and service and leadership summer camps, and plenty of rigorous courses here at Mascoma too. Izzy is a true believer in challenging herself, doing her best to meet these challenges and never giving up. She has persevered in many challenging classes and situations. She values academic success, personal growth, and service to others, both her close friends and children as far away as South Dakota. She has participated in service to her community and the school throughout her career here at Mascoma, and it's a real pleasure to introduce her here tonight as a new member of the Mascoma National Honor Society.
Please welcome Miss Studi as she introduces our remaining new member and completes the final portion of our induction, leading all of our new members in the traditional National Honor Society pledge.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to introduce Cora Peters. Cora is a truly well-rounded student who challenges herself with honors and AP classes. I have been lucky enough to teach her for 2 years in a row, and she comes to my classroom occasionally and says, I need something to work on in study hall, or can I sit in the back of your room and work on my AP chemistry? Those are the kinds of choices that Cora makes on a routine basis. She values character, she values leadership, and she's working hard at being the best leader that she can be. She recognizes that she may not be the most vocal person in terms of being a leader, but she knows that being a leader by example is the most important aspect of being a good leader. She also recognizes that if you don't respect yourself, then others will not respect you, and that's a testament to her good character. She really fits the picture of a National Honor Society student, and I am proud to be the one who gets to introduce her tonight. Congratulations, Cora. So before I go ahead and do the pledge with the new students, I have I have many thank yous to make tonight. It is my pleasure to be a part of this organization as the advisor. I feel very honored that I get to work with these outstanding students in a capacity outside the classroom. It's really a privilege to work with them on some of these service projects that are near and dear to my heart, and to see their growth over time and their enthusiasm when it comes to supporting our school and community. I also want to thank my fellow faculty members who are here tonight. Without them, this ceremony would not be nearly as special. So it's a tradition here at Mascoma to have faculty members introduce each student, and I have talked with other advisors before, and they tell me that they could never do this at their school because faculty wouldn't stay after school to do this kind of a thing, and I feel very lucky and very honored that I get to work with such dedicated professionals who are willing to support our students in so many ways. So I also, last but not least, want to thank the current members of the National Honor Society. They have worked very hard to put on this ceremony. They took it very seriously, rehearsed many days before school, and despite some of the glitches that we had with scheduling and timing, I really appreciate their dedication, and I especially appreciate that the field hockey players who probably this is the last place they'd like to be tonight, right now. They are here doing the right thing, and as always, they show that character that they have. So thank you so much. All right, so with no further delay here, I'm going to ask the new members of the National Honor Society to stand, please, and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. At this time, faculty members, you may present your pins and membership cards.
This concludes our National Honor Society induction program. Thank you so much for coming tonight to celebrate the achievement of our new members. We will be taking a few pictures for the yearbook, and parents are welcome to join us.